What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker here, ex-Rockerman X. And, well, I'm here after about 12:30 at night. No, I'll watch Walking Dead later. But right now I'm here with my WWE FastLane 26 pay-per-view review. And I apologize if you guys hear my fan in the background. It's because I'm laying on my bed right now, and I'm too fucking lazy to get up, because I just got home. So, fuck it. But, yeah. As for the pay-per-view in a whole, I honestly want to say it was I don't know. Last year's Fastlane seemed to suck. This year, I guess, was actually more so a decent pay-per-view overall. I mean, I felt like it could have been better in a way. Yeah, but yeah, I felt like it could. I felt like there's something missing where the pay-per-view could have been better. But all in all, it was a decent pay-per-view. That's really all I gotta say on that matter. But as for the first match tonight on the pre-show, the 2 out of 3 falls match for the United States Championship. Actually, before I even say that, I feel kind of good that the majority of my predictions, like, I think, how many was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of my 7 predictions came true. So I feel kind of good about that. 5 out of 7. I don't think I generally get that close. I only missed 2 matches. So I feel happy about that. Probably missed a couple of the obvious ones. Probably a couple of obvious ones I missed, but yeah. But back to the 2 out of 3 falls match for the United States Championship, Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio. You know, I really did feel like this was for the pre-show match. I really did feel like this was a good match. I'm sorry, I'm trying to move out of the way of my fam, so you guys don't have to worry about hearing it. But yeah, for the 2 out of 3 falls match, I felt like it was a good match. I mean, it wasn't just the whole match wasn't just one-sided the entire time, which actually felt good and actually came down to all 3 falls. So, you know, Del Rio getting himself disqualified, you know, Sin Cara getting the pinfall, then Sin Cara getting the last pinfall, and how he did it too. Granted, it was by roll-up pin, a goddamn roll-up pin. I'm not going to touch that subject. It seems like a lot of matches he's been roll-up pin victories for a while now. But, I don't know. I did feel like it was plenty back and forth, honestly. Despite Kalisto either being down or getting his ass kicked out of, you know, he's managed to reverse a few things, a few of the major things. And then, you know, same goes for Del Rio as well. And I felt like this was a good match. Overall, though, Kalisto picked the win and became the United States, or not became, but retained the United States Championship. And now we have the first match that happened on the main card. Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks versus Naomi and Tamina. And I don't know. The Divas match opening it, I guess, makes sense because there's 2 Divas matches. But overall, I don't know. I feel like... Here's the thing. I have more of a thing, and I hate saying this. I really do. I feel like the foreign Divas, like Paige... and not Charlotte, but like Paige and Becky Lynch, does a whole of a hell lot better at wrestling than the majority of divas we have now. Granted, I heard there's a rumor that Paige is wanting to leave WWE because she hates how the Divas division is nowadays. That's just a rumor. I'm not saying that's true, but supposedly, I don't know. But the point of it is, I really do feel like the foreign divas do a whole of a hell lot better half the time than the I want to say American divas, I guess you would say, like Sasha Banks, Naomi, and Tamina. Like, no offense, Tamina did good, I would say, and Naomi, I'm sorry, she needs a new finisher. Get rid of the fucking girl bye. Just, I mean, I don't care what people say. That move's not effective at all. I mean, I don't know. I can go on and on about this diva subject. And then, of course, Sasha Banks. I'm not going to say she's a bad wrestler, because she's obviously not that bad. I just don't really like her, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird. But granted, I don't know. I just feel like lately, like, you know, the Divas division, it picks up, literally, there's times where it picks up really good, and then it goes off into whatever it goes off into, which causes nobody to really care. and then it's just a constant wave. Like, you don't know what the fuck they're doing with it. Like, why don't bring in some talent from, like, NXT divas that are good enough? You know, I mean, granted, I've done that, but the point of it is they just need to... I feel like they need to step up Divas division. I don't even care what people say. People will be like, oh, stop complaining. You don't have to... Well, I'm a guy. They're half-naked women. Of course I'm going to watch them wrestle. But the point of it is, I kind of wish they would go back to the old Divas division. Like, TV 14, where they could do certain matches and they could actually wrestle back then, and they weren't necessarily eye candy. They could do both, wrestle and they were eye candy, you know. But as for this match, I really did feel like it was lackluster. Probably because of Tamina and Naomi. Because no offense, Tamina and Naomi, I can't. Just no. I really don't feel like they can wrestle. Granted, Sasha, I don't know. Or Tamina, at least. I really don't. But granted, she's not really a diva, but still, the point of it is. But overall, with this match, I have nothing else to add. Becky and Sasha Banks won. Simple as that. Now we have the next match of the night. The Intercontinental Championship match. Kevin Owens versus Dolph Ziggler. And overall, okay, I thought this match was a good match. This was, I mean, it's plenty of back and forth action, stuff like that, you know. I mean, granted, a lot of this pay-per-view was predictable as hell. I guess my gut feeling said otherwise, but so you obviously knew Owens was going to pick up the victory. And honestly, I'm kind of wouldn't mind seeing that triple threat at WrestleMania between Owens, Styles, and Jericho for the Intercontinental. But God knows what would happen there. But yeah, playing back for the course of typical Dolph Ziggler, you know. Hope moments, stuff like that. You expect from Ziggler, you know. He's down, but he doesn't out. Kevin Owens, you know, he's resilient, but, you know, he still fights. He doesn't give a fuck. And I really feel like this was a good match. That's really all I gotta say on that. See, here's the thing, too, in my reviews. If I don't take notes, then I completely forget what I'm going to say. But when I'm not home, I can't. I'm watching it, I can't tell. But anyway, Kevin Owens won, retained the Intercontinental Championship. That's all I gotta say. Now the next match we got happened: Ryback, Kane, and Big Show versus the Wyatt family. And all I gotta say is, why Ryback? Why have him dressed as Goldberg? Unless you're doing Ryback versus Goldberg at WrestleMania, I doubt that. But they have him dressed as Goldberg. You know, Big Show and Kane. Why are they there? Granted, I can still understand Big Show and Kane still being there, you know. I'm not complaining about them being there. My main thing is a Ryback, but who else are they going to team up with? I don't know. I just feel like this match, it was a good 6-man tag team match. It really was. Especially for a typical 6-man tag match, you know. Like, I'm not saying the Big Show and Kane should retire. The Wyatt family did a good job keeping their pace. Big Show and Kane and Ryback did as well. You know, obviously they picked up the win because it's going to be that predictable, but what more can you say? It was going to happen against the Wyatt family. Hopefully they would have set the Wyatt family up for a bigger push and bigger things, but nope, fuck that shit, they didn't. I'll get to more on that later. As for the Wyatt family's portion, you know, pretty much Ryback, Kane, and Big Show is what you expect from, you know. Kane and Big Show, obviously, in my opinion, the better competitors on that team. I'm one of those people who say, well, why are they still relevant? Well, I am one of those people, but I love them. I don't care that they're there. I enjoy seeing them. I really don't give a fuck. I like Big Show and I like Kane. They both at least deserve one more title of some sort before they end up retiring, whether it be tag team or whatever. But, yeah, Big Show and Kane, obviously the better competitors of the team with Ryback, I'm just saying. And the Wyatt family, obviously always a good clique together. A.K. Strowman, Harper, and Rowan. So I don't feel like that. But, as predictable, you know, Ryback, Kane, and Big Show won. And I should have predicted that, but I did not. Now, as for the Divas match of the night, and this one, compared to the tag team match, I was actually more, I don't want to say invested in, but I paid more attention to us, put it like that. I know Brie Bella put on the yes log, holy fuck. But, yeah. I did enjoy this match, Charlotte with the figure 8, Brie Bella trying to keep it on the yes lock, It was actually came down to more. Granted, they were taunting each other a lot. Brie doing the Ric Flair strut, stuff like that. This actually, I feel like, came down to more of a wrestling match for the Divas Championship. And see, that's one thing I like for the Divas division. It should not just be about eye candy. It should also be about wrestling. And this is part that I feel like it came down to more than just eye candy. It came down to wrestling. And that's how I feel like it should be, And it was, for damn sure, back and forth at times, Brie countering the figure 8, or figure 4 into the figure 8, I should say. Freaking, Charlotte countering the yes lock a few times there. Just other stuff that went down. Obviously, Brie Bella doing Brie mode. Doing the kicks like her husband Daniel would, stuff like that. Obviously they're going to try to capitalize on Daniel Bryan as much as possible. And I still say it's going to be Charlotte versus Brie at Mania. No matter that Brie lost here, I'm still going to say it's going to be that and let Brie have a WrestleMania moment. I'm still calling that. But, yeah, that's how I feel about that match, and Charlotte picked up the win, obviously. Of course, Ric Flair there at ringside, obviously. Not that much cheating, surprisingly, but, what can I say? But Charlotte won to retain the Divas Championship. Yeah. Next match, we got AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. In this match, I'm surprised Jericho did not cheat to win. Have a heel turn. Granted, he did shake AJ's hand at the end. Yes, I got rallies, aka checkers. But, oh well. But, this match, I don't know. Granted, this match is more for technician versus technician, Styles versus Jericho has always been technician. Shit, what am I going to say? Two good technicians against each other, some good bumps between the two, when Jericho kicked him and AJ fell on his face from the top rope. Stuff like that, and just other things, the reversals and stuff, the Styles Clash, fucking holy shit. Just things that went on there in this match I can think of. It just didn't feel like the match. I don't know. Compared to the Raw match, compared to the SmackDown match, it just did not feel like the match how it should have felt. The match felt really slow paced compared to say a quick paced match to what it should have been. Like literally, I almost fell asleep during this match, AJ versus Jericho, and I like AJ and Jericho. But literally, this match just seemed boring as hell. Like, I don't know because AJ we're used to the quick pace and Jericho that we're used to the quick pace. So it's like combine them, but yet it's slowed down and it's not really a quick paced match, even compared to what it was on Raw or SmackDown. I don't know. It just seems so weird. Like their styles did mesh together pretty well, but just for a slowed down match to not possibly face a fast-paced match from two good technicians that are known for generally fast-paced matches from time to time. Obviously Jericho did hit the lion saw, AJ hits some of his moves. It just seemed really weird. I don't know. And I'm surprised Jericho did not cheat to win, so some kind of rivalry with AJ even more. But I guess they didn't want to do that, and hopefully there's, again, the WrestleMania match. But AJ Styles won. Simple as that. Now we have the next match of the night. R-Truth versus Curtis Axel. And, I don't know. This match was alright, I guess. For R-Truth versus Social Outcast. I mean, honestly, the match was right before the main event for some sort of comic relief or whatever. But, what more can you say, Goldust comes out to help R-Truth. Arch ends up causing R-Truth to lose. Even though R-Truth's doing decent on his own, shit like that happened. Of course, Social Outcast with their antics. Curtis Axel won by a roll-up pin. So yeah. Now before I go to the next match, the Edge and Christian Peep Show, I really did enjoy it, or the Cutting Edge Peep Show. I really did enjoy it, especially because goosebumps. Because it's been forever, and I mean forever, since we actually heard Edge's theme song. Just hearing his theme song hit, just like, oh my fucking god, it's like fan-fucking-tastic. Damn. You know, and you got Edge and stuff like that. Edge pulling out the stripper singles when fucking Kofi and Becky's dancing. It's just fucking hilarious. But, obviously, I expected more to happen, you know. Granted, it was just mostly a plug for their show on the network that premiered afterwards. I didn't watch. I probably will if it's on again. But, yeah. And then you have, of course, you know, you figure they would have caught up with the NXT stars. You figured the tag team instead of the League of Nations would have been fucking Enzo Amore and Big Cass, but I guess not. They decided to go with New Day versus the League of Nations. I'm going to assume. So there's that. Granted, I feel like it's stupid to do that because, no offense, nobody wants to see them as tag team champions unless, you know, they're going to do Bray Wyatt, or not Bray Wyatt. What the fuck am I thinking of Bray Wyatt? Wade Barrett, aka King Barrett, as a tag champion until he actually leaves WWE. You know, give him that one last title, but I still feel like it's stupid. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, I did enjoy the Cutting Edge Preview show, though, just because. But now we have the last match of night, the main event, the number one contender for the WWE Championship. Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and Brock Lesnar. And ultimately, this match was I don't want to call it a hell of a match, but it was a hell of a match. Granted, no offense to Brock, you can already take him out of there. You knew who was going to win. But what pissed me off the most about this match is if they were supposed to do Brock versus Braun Strowman or one of the Wyatt family at Mania, why didn't they have the Wyatt family interfere against Brock? I feel like it would have made a whole lot more sense if they are going to set that up. I say if. Why wouldn't they have him interfere why won't they interfere against Brock? You know, I feel like that's stupid, but I guess they're like, oh, let's not, whatever. I had that peeve, like, you know, again, if you're going to push the Wyatt family like that, you know, to go against Brock, or at least one of them, why not have him interfere in the main event? Make a whole lot more sense, and it'll set up a 6-week-long feud until Mania. Simple as that. Granted, what I did like about this match, seeing Brock Lesnar go through not one, but 2 announce tables by the hands of Dean and Roman. I'm just saying, just seeing that happen, holy shit. Because you do not see Brock go through tables that often. I'm just saying. So, bravo to you, WWE. Doing something to the Beast that almost never happens. And let's see, Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose, obviously, when it came down to them battling each other, well, obviously damn good, because, you know, generally their battles are freaking amazing. Or not, I don't say freaking amazing, but they generally have good matches together, so seeing him go solo at it, you know, Brock pulling the, I kind of want to say, the double move, you know, as he went for the German suplex on Reigns. Reigns went for the Samoan drop on Dean Ambrose, so, you know, seeing the stuff like that happens, you know. Granted, Brock, also he's known for a suplex in F5. I'm just saying that's how I feel. But, and the Kimura. But, you know, overall, this match is pretty decent. I still feel like it was. And Roman Reigns won, and is the new number one contender for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at Mania. And Triple H comes out and shows off. Thank you, Triple H. And I kind of hope Triple H wins at Mania. I'm just saying. But it probably ain't going to happen. But, yeah. Again, overall for this pay-per-view, it was a pretty decent pay-per-view. It didn't suck as bad as I thought it would, but overall it was decent. Simple as that. And that's really all I got to say. And until next time, guys, live free and rock.